The fact that people actually think CM Punk is going to be in the Royal Rumble is absolutely mind-boggling, but of course, we're going to talk about it because I keep you up to date with everything that's happening in pro wrestling. Today, we're also going to discuss Kenny Omega and Xavier Woods, Adam Cole working together. Very interesting dynamic there. How is this allowed? How is this accepted? What does WWE think? And then also, you guys may have seen the leaked video. Brock Lesnar slammed Wee Man from Jackass, the movie. He slammed him at a restaurant, and it was just a really funny video thanks to TMZ Sports. So let's talk about it. If you guys want more, subscribe. Okay, so you guys may have seen the footage. Jackass Forever, the new movie is coming out. WWE has been promoting it. Obviously, Johnny Knoxville is in the WWE Royal Rumble. There is a belief that the rest of the cast will also get involved, which I've told you guys before, as much as it may not be a popular opinion, I think celebrities in wrestling is always a cool thing, as long as there's something that comes from it. Like right now, Sami Zayn's been getting a lot of TV time because of it, so I'm cool with it, right? And I said the same thing with AEW. When AEW brings in somebody like Snoop Dogg or Shaquille O'Neal or Rosario Dawson or something like that, like when I see these people being introduced to TV, it's totally cool with me. I did not expect Brock Lesnar slamming Wee Man through a table. However, that's exactly what happened. If you guys didn't see the video, I'll put the link in the description. TMZ Sports posted this video. But what's even crazier is the fact that Brock Lesnar is just like the ultimate babyface right now. So we went from seeing Brock Lesnar, who was never social, never talking to people, never doing interviews, never talking on the mic, always hiding behind the fact that he had Paul Heyman by his side. And now today we have Brock Lesnar dressed up on some cowboy shit. And on top of that, he's body slamming, Hollywood actors, if that's what you want to call them. But it was really funny because Wee Man was actually on the bump. He talked about it, and he was just explaining how there was a lot of trash talking back and forth. And look, man, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like it's a good thing. It's good, positive stuff, and I'm excited to see what happens. What happens with the Royal Rumble? I've never been more excited for a WWE pay-per-view in the last few years up until now. So very interesting stuff. Also, I want to talk about Kenny Omega and Xavier Woods, Austin Creed. If you guys didn't know, GiantBomb.com has a new article their staff posted last night. Basically, this is a really interesting thing. So Adam Cole, Xavier Woods, and Kenny Omega listed some of their top games of 2021. And it's kind of like this interview style article. And I just really thought this was really interesting. As you guys know, The New Day did some stuff with Kenny and the Bucks before. Obviously, there is this relationship between the two. However, there's no open door that allows AEW and WWE to work with each other in this regard. Now, in the past, WWE was reportedly not too fond of The New Day being involved in anything with Kenny Omega and the Bucks. Now, has that changed? That's the real question I have, because with them having some sort of content out, online, they acknowledge each other and stuff like that. I think a lot of people expect WWE and AEW to not be cool with that, but ultimately it's not like AEW or WWE is actively promoting this. This is what people are doing on their spare time outside of wrestling, and I think people are thinking too deep. I don't think it's a big deal that Xavier Woods in any capacity could be associated with these guys, just like I don't think it would be a big deal for Kenny and AEW to do the same. But what I really want to talk about here is, obviously there is that relationship. I'm curious, is there ever going to be a situation where maybe Kofi and Xavier Woods leave WWE and go to AEW years and years from now? Is there a possibility that maybe WWE and AEW, might cross paths in this world of gaming entertainment? Because I think there is an opportunity there. But as time goes on, I continue to realize, Xavier Woods was massively influential with WWE and doing the up, down, down stuff. And I think that spread over to other wrestlers in the community. And look at AEW. They have AEW games and they have Evil Uno and all these people doing this stuff. I'm very curious if there's ever going to be an opportunity for some crossover there, maybe without WWE's official stamp of approval, but maybe still, independently Austin Creed, the person working with them in that capacity. It's very intriguing to me. Doesn't mean he has to be there as Xavier Woods, but it goes into this argument, especially with WWE, the wrestlers are independent contractors, that type of thing. It's very, very interesting stuff. And guys, for our final story of the day, honestly, I can't even believe I have to make this video, but I'm seeing YouTube comments about this. I'm being asked about this. I'm getting DM'd about this. I never really understood why this would even be a thing. But people are freaking out because CM Punk posted this photo of him, which is an old photo at the airport. I think it was from years and years and years ago when he was awaiting the arrival of AJ Lee. And he posted this on Twitter late last night with a simple tweet saying, guys, now obviously he was doing this because there's a lot of people who are teasing Royal Rumble appearances. It's normal. You know, a lot of people try to put out Easter eggs and they try to tease and they try to, you know, get some of the clout from being associated as a possible surprise. CM Punk in this situation is clearly doing that. And I think there is a 0% chance that CM Punk actually shows up in the Royal Rumble. And I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of confused. Like, at this point, it is 2022. CM Punk is back in wrestling, working for AEW. And yes, WWE is opening the forbidden door with Impact Wrestling by having Mickie James on their show. But why do people even think, first of all, the photo is outdated. But why do people even think that CM Punk could potentially be in the Royal Rumble? To me, it is mind-boggling that CM Punk, yes, he's teasing people, he's having fun, he's trolling you. Just like I spoke about this on my other video with Cody Rhodes, trolling the fans, posting photos of being in St. Louis, Missouri. The idea that CM Punk would even be in the Royal Rumble is like impossible to me. Yet there is a huge amount of people on the internet who believe this is possible. And I try to keep you guys up to date with absolutely everything that happens in wrestling. And today specifically, there has been a ton of news about Royal Rumble spoilers. And of course, surprises and stuff like that. And I have personally been staying away from those because I love the Royal Rumble. I don't want to be spoiled. And there are people who have come to me and said, hey, Ango, is CM Punk going to be in the Rumble? And the fact that I'm even getting that question tells me that things like, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused that this is even a question. I can't believe people actually believe that CM Punk is going to be in the Rumble. Look, I'm the type of person that says never say never, but the likelihood of CM Punk being an AEW wrestler showing up in the Royal Rumble, despite the fact that just a couple of weeks ago on television, he was talking shit about WWE, it's not likely, man. It's not going to happen. You guys are getting trolled. You guys are getting worked by these guys, and it's social media, and they're having fun. I think it's entertaining. I like the fact that CM Punk is having some fun because CM Punk lately, you know, he's back in wrestling. You know, he's actually having fun and talking about things in wrestling, and we're not used to that because he went away from wrestling. He left wrestling to do MMA and stuff. And to add injury to insult or whatever, I don't know how the quote goes, but CM Punk he's normally commentating for UFC Fight Pass. I think it's Cage Fighting or Cage Warrior or whatever it is. I forget what it's called, but he's normally a commentator on there, and he's not going to be on there tonight. So people are adding more and more to the mix, and look, guys, it's just not happening. Don't get your hopes up. Stop asking me if CM Punk's going to be in the Royal Rumble. If CM Punk shows up in the Royal Rumble, this video was all going to be for nothing, but I have to keep you guys updated because people actually believe that's happening. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.